Level 1. The gym. You are 14 years old, and someone brought you here because you kept getting into fights at school, and this seemed like a better place for it. The gym smells like sweat and leather and rubber mats that have absorbed years of other people's effort. There is a heavy bag in the corner, wrapped in duct tape. There is a ring in the middle that looks smaller in person than it does on television. A man who doesn't smile much watches you hit the bag for 3 minutes and then corrects your stance without asking permission. He moves your feet with his foot. He adjusts your hands with his hands. He tells you to do it again. You do it again. He watches. He doesn't say good. He says, again. You come back the next day. And the next. The other kids from school stop coming after 2 weeks. You don't stop. You don't fully understand why, but the gym gives you something that nowhere else does. A problem with a clear solution. A body that does what your mind tells it to, if your mind is disciplined enough. A silence inside the work that drowns out everything outside it. You are not the most talented kid in this gym. There is a 6-year-old who moves like water and hits like a door closing. You watch him, and you understand that talent is a ceiling, and that your ceiling is lower than his. You also understand that ceilings can be raised by people willing to work below them long enough. You decide to be that person without announcing it to anyone. Level 2. The amateur. You compete for the first time at 16. A regional tournament in a municipal rec center with folding chairs and bad lighting and a ring that shakes when 2 people land at the same time. Your hands are wrapped by your coach in the locker room, and the wrapping feels like a ritual, which it is. You win your first fight in the second round. You don't feel joy, you feel relief, and then immediately the question of the next one. That sequence, relief followed immediately by the next question, will define the rest of your career. You win 23 amateur fights. You lose 4. The losses teach you more than the wins and cost you more than you expected, and you never fully stop thinking about any of them. Level 3. The regional pro. You turn professional at 19. Your first pro fight pays $500 to show and $500 to win. You win. You make $1,000 for 3 rounds of controlled violence in a casino ballroom in a city 4 hours from home. Your corner drove you there in a van. You sleep on the floor of a hotel room, split 4 ways. You build a record, 8-1, then 12-1. Small promotions, regional shows, opponents who are either developing like you or declining past their prime. You learn to read which one you're facing in the first 30 seconds and adjust accordingly. You work a job during the week because $500 fight purses don't cover rent. You train mornings and evenings. You eat carefully because your body is your equipment, and equipment requires maintenance. Your coach submits your footage to a larger promotion. They don't respond for 6 months, then they do. Level 4. The prospect. You are signed. A real contract with a real organization that broadcasts fights to real audiences. Your name appears on a card with fighters you've watched on television. Your first fight on the new platform pays $10,000. You stare at that number and then train harder than you've ever trained. Because the size of the number makes the stakes feel different. And the stakes feeling different is dangerous. You win, then you win again. Your record climbs. A journalist writes about you as a prospect to watch. You read the piece 11 times. You show your mother. She cuts it out and puts it on the refrigerator like it's a report card. You feel 14 again, standing in that gym for the first time. You go back to training. Level 5. The Contender. You are ranked, a number beside your name, in a list that the whole sport can see. Every fight now has consequence beyond the fight itself. A loss doesn't just end a winning streak. It drops you in the rankings, and the rankings determine who you fight, and who you fight determines whether you ever get to the title. The training camps are longer and harder, 6 weeks away from everything that isn't the fight. A nutritionist controls what you eat. A strength coach controls how you move. Your body is rebuilt specifically for one opponent, then rebuilt again for the next. You are a machine tuned for a specific purpose, and the tuning is never entirely comfortable. You fight the number 2 ranked contender. You win a decision that 3 of the 5 judges scored for you and 2 scored against you. That night, you lie in a hotel bed with ice on both hands and a cut above your eye, taped shut, and you think about the 2 judges who saw it differently, and you understand that this sport will never give you certainty. Only outcomes. Level 6. The champion. The fight for the title is an arena that holds 18,000 people. You've fought in front of 400. The scale is incomprehensible until you walk out, and then it is simply the loudest thing that has ever happened to you, and the only thing to do is walk through it. 5 rounds. You hurt him in the 3rd, he hurts you in the 4th. The 5th is 2 people who have given everything they have and are running on something that isn't physical anymore. The decision goes to the judges. Your hand gets raised. The belt gets wrapped around your waist, and the weight of it is literal, and nothing like you expected. And everything you worked for is inside that moment. And the moment lasts about 4 seconds, before someone puts a microphone in your face. You call your coach from the locker room after. He doesn't say much. He says you did it. That's all. You both sit on the phone in silence for a moment, and that silence contains everything the last 12 years were made of. Level 7. The defending champion. The target is on you now. Every contender has studied your footage. Every camp is built around your weaknesses. The sport knows you better than you know yourself, and it is designing ways to end you specifically. You defend the title 3 times. Each camp harder than the last. Each fight closer than the promotional materials suggest. Your body is accumulating damage in ways that the sport's medicine manages but cannot erase. You take a punch in the 4th defense that you don't fully remember landing. You finish the round. You finish the fight. You win. The medical staff checks you afterward with expressions you learn not to read too carefully. Level 8. The fall. You lose the belt on a Saturday night in front of millions of people. A younger fighter with a style that exposed something in your game that you couldn't adjust to fast enough. You are knocked down twice. You get up both times. You don't get up the 3rd time. You lie on the canvas, and the arena is very loud and very far away simultaneously, and the referee is counting, and you know what the count means, and you lie there for a moment longer than necessary. Not because you can't get up, because you need a second to be a person before you have to be a fighter again. Level 9. The veteran. You are 34. You fight twice a year now. The pay is still significant because your name still draws. The wins are harder to come by. The losses leave marks that last longer. Your coach tells you what you already know. You hear him. You schedule another fight anyway, because the gym is the only place that has ever made complete sense to you, and you are not ready to stand outside it. Level 10. The retired. You are 38. Your left hand doesn't close all the way in cold weather. You have a ringing in your right ear that never stops. Neurological tests come back with language that is careful and specific, and that you read once and then put in a drawer. You coach now. Teenagers mostly. One of them reminds you of yourself at 14. Too angry for school. Exactly right for this. You move his feet with your foot. You adjust his hands with your hands. You tell him to do it again. You don't tell him what's coming. He wouldn't believe you. They never do. He'll figure it out. They always do. The cycle continues. Subscribe to stay with us. Every video is another level. And drop a comment below. Tell us what level you're at right now. We read every single one.